Good morning, everyone. How are you going? Well, we made it. It's been about 4 weeks since I've made about 4 weeks um, that we've made a video. And yes, I am speaking quietly because it is now what is something like 8 o'clock in the morning or something. And in Perth, we made it to Perth, and everybody's still asleep, kids and that. So we made it to Perth. Now there's a lot of things that have happened in the last 10 days. We've secured, no, we haven't secured. I did go and have a look at this job, just talk to the person that I was supposed to make contact with about this job that I was supposed to go to. But because we're about 40 minutes out from the job, he said, I've got the job, but he'd prefer me to get all the tickets, all the licenses, and everything to get over here, get over there closer. So we've been looking for places over there. We're looking for a house, car to drive, because at the moment we've got a hire car. We've also got, we've done, now the first thing we found out we had to do was the Medicare card. You can use the Medicare card to change your licenses over, or you can buy a car or own a car, and they'll use that to change your driver's license over from New Zealand to Australian. The thing is, with a Medicare card, you're up to 28 days. I don't know, was it 6 weeks? I think it might be 6 weeks. And then you can go for your license, which is pretty much straight over. My class 5 in New Zealand is only, I think it's only an HC, which is heavy. I think it was heavy. There's heavy rigid, and then there's heavy combination. Yeah. So the one I am going for is the MC, which I'll wait till I get a job, and then we'll work it out from there. Because I've got to start on the normal 7-axle truck and trailer, which they call over here as a truck and dog. It's a normal standard 4-axle trailer with a tow behind a 6-wheeler tipper. So yeah, that's that. We're doing, at the moment, we're getting ready to go to a first aid course as part of the criteria or credentials you need to get into the mine and any sort of job. White card is a health and safety card that everybody in construction needs. So we're online, we're doing it. So it's a lot of videos, practical steps, those sort of things. You've got good people that are marking at the same time. It can take up to 3 days to mark them because they've got assessors behind the cameras. What else we've done? So today, we're going to go to it's only a 4-hour course on St. John's First Aid and CPR. We may end up going and have a look at the car that we looked at the other day and just saw online, and we want to go and have a look at it, see what it's like. Apparently it's in good condition, so they say. It's from a authorised dealer, but it's right in the middle of Perth, so here we go. So yeah, Sharon is doing everything that same with me. It's just that's what we've got to do to get to our next levels, and get going. So if you do come over here and try to get into mines, the first thing you should do is get onto Medicare. You've got to have 5 forms of ID, and we completed it by going into the bank. Set yourself up with a bank and an address where you're staying, and then you can use that as well. So we ended up using insurance. We had closure down for insurance in New Zealand. That was good. We had the bank here, which is NAB. Your passport counts for 2, so there's 4, and we just needed 1 more, but we got all that sorted. So Medicare signed off, waiting for the card to come through the mail. Our bank credentials have come, and we've got our own cards now. We're banking online. So that's pretty much it, really. But I'll give you an update next week of how we get on with the car and our first day. Cool, guys. Cheers.